Nevaeh, and some of y'all was like asking me for freshman advice and 10th grade advice for people going to 10th grade. I'm finna be a junior. I'm finna be in 11th grade, and I've made a lot of mistakes. So I'm gonna just help y'all learn from the mistakes I did and the stuff I was taught. Like, you know, like I'm gonna help y'all because I made a ton of mistakes this year, ninth grade year, and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna just go ahead and just get started and tell y'all. But before I tell y'all, go through advice, tips, and all that type of stuff, please follow my TikTok, Instagram, especially my Instagram, because I don't be like, Instagram's not my demographic, it's TikTok. But yeah, some of y'all from TikTok, y'all gotta follow my Instagram, follow my YouTube, TikTok, all that, wherever you're from, follow it. And everybody been asking me, like, I feel like y'all trying to throw some shade by asking me for advice, because y'all know I know my some advice, especially with me going to school every day, this type of stuff. Y'all know. Y'all was quick to ask me for some advice. So I'm finna get started. Okay. For ninth graders, let's start off with ninth graders. Or let's start with general tips. No, I'm gonna start off with ninth graders, because my sister finna go to ninth grade. If you're in ninth grade, please stay humble. Like, that's what you gotta do. You got to stay humble. Like, don't come up here thinking you run the place. Don't come with no stank attitude, because you gotta understand, you're new to this. You just started. That's gonna make nobody like you. That's gonna make nobody like you. Run up in here like you own the place. You don't own the place. You're a freshman. And I'm not saying that to be little freshmen, but y'all gotta learn that y'all trying to overstep these upperclassmen, these other people. Like, we been here. We know. We been here. Y'all act like y'all never been. I understand that y'all are new. We get it, you're new. But you gotta have some sense. And then y'all think high school is all that, which once y'all get to it, y'all think high school is a fashion show, a fun and games. Wait till y'all really gotta put in work. That little first week, 2 weeks on high school, it's fun and games. You're like, oh, because y'all not used to it, so I understand. Once y'all get to that work and y'all start learning the weird world, they not treating you like babies no more. You're not in middle school. Ain't nobody treating you like no babies no more. So you gotta put in that work. Don't try to come in here playing games, making a fashion show, all them friends and stuff. You gotta put in that work. Don't do that, okay? That's what I'm just trying to tell y'all. Don't come here acting snotty and all that. Cause when other people don't like you, that's not a good start. Don't do that. Nobody's gonna like you. And I'm not saying that everybody gotta like you. You gotta worry about what other people think, but it's not good. You don't want to be that type of person that nobody likes. Trust me. When you act snotty and bougie, especially fake bougie, nobody's gonna want to talk to you. And you want to at least have some friends. And speaking of friends, if you're in ninth grade, make sure that you gotta expect that you're not gonna be friends with everybody. Like, the friends that you had in middle school, they might turn on you. Things may change. Things are gonna be different. And I'm not praying on nobody's downfall. I'm not saying that you're not gonna have no friends at all. I'm just saying expect things differently. You gotta come to middle school. You can't come with that high school. You gotta come with the high school mindset, basically. Don't come with that middle school mindset. You gotta have your eyes on the prize. Everything's going to be different. Remember that y'all are getting older. Don't just try to at least try. I know y'all just got out of middle school, but try to push forward. Try to think positive, of course, but also don't put your hopes up for things. Like, don't think too high, because some people think high school is just big and glory. You have a right to be excited because you're new to something like this. You're new to a bigger setting. Older people, you're new to this, but you still have to understand to don't keep your hopes up. Don't have these super high expectations. You have to work for the expectations. Don't expect it to just come in existence. If you want it, work hard for it. Don't expect that it's just going to automatically happen, because when something happens, you're going to feel really disappointed. That's part of growing up. Not everything is going to be your way. You know, in middle school, because I was in middle school too, they used to baby us a lot. Teachers used to call on us, like, oh, it was like, they got to remember, y'all are little kids, y'all are 13, 14-year-olds. Going into high school, these staff members, all of them, they're not playing with y'all at all. Like, seriously. Another thing too, don't try to beef with nobody in a higher grade than you. Now, if they genuinely get into the point where they're trying you, go ahead and do that. But don't do that. It's gonna make you look bad. Cause they gonna look bad for putting their hands on you, cause they know you're small. And also don't play that freshman card. Please don't. Y'all think cause y'all freshmen, y'all are the babies. That's what y'all gotta think. Y'all got to, if y'all want to be treated with bigger respect, if y'all want to be treated with respect, treat with other people with respect. Y'all don't come in that school acting like y'all own the place. Don't do that. Do not come in that school acting like y'all own the place. I'm telling y'all that now. Okay? Just letting y'all know, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing. I'm just saying, like, y'all gotta have a good mindset. What's another tip? I'm gonna try to skip them too. Don't do all that skipping. Don't try to be a groupie. Don't try to do none of that. Don't hang with the right people. You gotta learn who to hang with. And let me tell y'all this. Okay, here's some good advice. When you don't hang out with nobody with a bad reputation. And when I say this, I don't mean like a girl who is like, she got something on her name, everybody talk about her, everybody knows something about her. Give people a chance. But I'm talking about people who are a bad person in general. Like, they're a super bad person. They always talking about people, nobody likes them. Like, they're just a bad person. If people have a bad reputation, you can still hang with them. Like, don't judge nobody based off what they do. Everybody makes mistakes. But I'm talking about people who have that reputation on them for a reason. Like, they're genuinely a bad person. And you know they're a bad seed. Like, they do bad things. Don't hang around nobody like that. Because other people are going to think of you as that type of person, too. Even though, like, you could be walking around thinking, oh, you don't got no dirt attached to your name. Whoever you hanging with, they probably think you doing the same thing too, and you do not want that image on you at all. Cause you could be walking around thinking that you all high and mighty, ain't nobody can say nothing about me. You different from them, but they still your homegirls. No, they gonna associate you with that, cause they do some crazy outlandish stuff, and they gonna end up turning you into one of them people. And also, do not be nobody's puppet. Don't be nobody's. Do not follow after nobody. Because when you're looked at as a puppet, people think they could just throw you around, use you for money, use you for things. Especially when you're like the sweet person in the group. You sit here following, walking around like a lost puppy. Don't be nobody's puppet. If they constantly asking you to do things, they constantly trying to tell you to hold their stuff, do all this and that, don't do that. Because I was one of them people. I was one of those people, one of them girls that I had a friend group of girls, like I would always hang or follow around them, and they were bad. They were nothing but trouble. They would ask me to hold their things, buy them things with my own money. They would have me they would send me to do their little stuff when they were too scared. When they were too scared, or they didn't want to get the blame for stuff, they'll have me go and do it, and I'd end up getting in trouble. Or we're skipping together, they'll catch me. Like, we're skipping together, they'll run off. When something happens, they'll steal something, they'll run off, and I'll be the one to get the blame. I'll get the blame put on me. So don't hang out with no people like that. Don't be the person that's the puppet. It's gonna make you look. Everybody's gonna think of you as a groupie, a puppet. They can do anything. You do not want that look on you. Be yourself. Don't follow after nobody because you want to be popular. And here's something else. When y'all, I'm sorry. Let me calm down. Calm down. I was getting out of pocket. I was getting out of yeah. Don't strive to be popular. Like, being popular is not all that. This is not euphoria. This is not none of that. Don't strive to be popular. It will come naturally. Don't be a tryhard, because people gonna think that you trying to be all that. They gonna call you fake bougie. You gotta be humble. Humble yourself. Come into high school humble. That's what I'm saying. Don't come up here high and mighty. When you're a good person, when people, that comes naturally. Everybody at this high school talks. Rumors and stuff starts. But you gotta be humble. If you can't give nobody nothing to talk about if you're a good person. Try to be nice to everybody. Like, try to be nice to everybody, help everybody out. You see somebody picking on somebody, stand up for them. Just try to be a kind person in general. Like, we're not perfect. We all have said mean things. We all have done rude stuff. We all have made our mistakes. But just try to be nice to everybody. We all made our mistakes and we have said rude things. But if you're nice to everybody, if you try your best to be kind to everybody, help others out, nobody will have anything to say about you. That's the type of person you are. You want that good image on you. Like, help people out. Some people need help them out. Try to be nice. Don't cuss nobody. Don't be one of them ghetto girls who are loud in class. You gotta be a kind person. And when you're kind, people will also take that into consideration, and they'll mess with you. So if you popular, this will happen. And also, when you feel a nice person in general, like if you're watching this and you consider yourself a nice person in general, don't let nobody run over you. Don't be scared to do nothing. Don't let nobody run over you. Don't be scared to do nothing at all. Don't let nobody run over you, and don't be gullible at all. That's another thing that I wanted to say. Don't be gullible to nobody. Do not be gullible. Cause they're gonna be looking at you when that girl like, oh, she go for anything. Oh, she's slow. Don't do that. Don't be one of them girls that they think is slow. And don't act dumb on purpose either. Cause I have situations with being that too. Cause that, like, y'all think acting slow and acting dumb is cute. Y'all think boys like that? No, they don't. They'll just take advantage of you. And all that. It's not fun to be called slow in high school. None of that stuff is cute. Females also like to talk. You don't want that slow image on you. Don't act dumb. Try your best to perceive as a smart image. And if you think that you're dumb in general, if you think that you don't know nothing, don't have that mindset. At least try to appear as smart. Because I'm telling you, being called slow is not. Nobody wants to be called slow. Nobody wants to be called slow at all. What's another tip? That I want to tell y'all. Don't talk back to no teachers. Don't do none of that. Y'all gotta get your work done on time. Y'all got to get your work done on time. I'm telling y'all. Because all that work adds up. I'm telling you. That's why I said, make sure I'm telling y'all all this now, so don't be acting like, oh, I never knew high school was going to be like this. I thought it was going to be all fun and games. Come to high school with a good mindset. You got to come with that strong, fierce mindset. That first 2 weeks, y'all think it's a fashion show. Y'all think it's, oh, I'm kikiing with all my friends from middle school, elementary, and all that type of stuff. I'm finally seeing them again. No. Come to high school with a fresh mindset. You got to get yourself on a go. Because like I said, y'all getting these bad grades, and it adds up. Your GPA gonna be messed up, and then by the time you in 12th grade and all that type of stuff, you gonna have to redo those classes again. This is not middle school. That's another thing I'm gonna say. Y'all think in middle school you fail a class. Oh, I got moved on to the next grade even though I wouldn't do nothing in middle school. No. Y'all gonna see y'all not doing y'all work when you fail a class. Next semester, you're going to be taking that class again. 10th grade, you're going to be taking that class again. And then you're going to have to do summer school. Nobody wants to do summer school. Some of y'all think, oh, I'm just going to slack off. I'll do work in the summer. I don't got to going on in the summer, too. No. The work is a lot to do in summer school. It piles up, especially when you have more than one class. I can tell you, I did summer school, and I didn't even expect myself to do summer school because I'm a smart individual. But I was making dumb decisions. So make sure you do all your work, get good grades, because you're going to end up in summer school and you're going to end up doing all that work, having all that work to catch up. And it's annoying because it's a lot to do. You might not even finish your summer school class, and you're going to have to do it next year and take that class add up. So all them classes add up. If you don't have that credit, you will not be able to graduate. You got to have that credit. You got to end up retaking it. So don't slack off. Don't do none of that. Make sure you get all your grades. Take you not going to class and getting good grades. Don't do that. And don't hang in the hallways with these other people. Don't be no hallway warrior. Don't be no hallway warrior. Don't be one of them girls that never goes to class, or boys in general. Don't be one of them people that don't ever go to class and they always in the hallways. Always, especially if you're a female. I'm not being sexist, but I'm just saying as a look, if you're a girl who always in the hallways, it's not a good look. You want to be perceived as smart. I'm not telling you to worry about what other people think. Sometimes you got to ignore people. But you want to be perceived as smart, especially as a lady. Act ladylike. Don't always be in the hallways skipping in these boys' faces. Don't do that. And that's another thing that I want to add as a 9th grader. Don't always be caught up in a boy's face. Don't be no pick-me. Don't be flirting because I'm telling you, other girls, I have a victim of that too. Especially if you're a pretty female. If you think you're pretty, everybody think you're pretty, and you know that you're a pretty female. Don't be all up in these boys' faces acting like a pick-me, trying to be like, oh, stop it, like, oh, that. But if you know a lot of boys like to go up to you and ask for your Instagram and stuff like that, I get that. It's not your fault. People love to talk, and people are very jealous in high school. Like, if you're pretty and a lot of boys try to talk to you, they'll automatically think that you're green or you're a thought or you're a bop and all that. Understand. So if a lot of boys come up to you, sometimes people will be like, I'm also going to tell y'all this. You might expect people coming up to you being like, oh, she green. They're going to think that, oh, another boy? Yeah. Try to stay out these boys' faces, because if so many boys come up to you, talking to you, flirting with you, and you flirting back, people going to think that you green. Try the best to ignore these boys, especially if a lot of boys come up to you, but don't be up in no boy. Don't be all up in these boys' faces. You don't want to be called green. Don't be in all of these boys' faces, okay? Even if they flirt with you, try to ignore them. If you genuinely like them, go ahead, but just don't flirt with a whole bunch of boys at school for the fun of it, because they gonna think that you easy and all that type of stuff. Just all like, you know how boys be flirting, be like, stop it, because that used to be me in my 10th grade year, and bro, everybody thought I was green. People thought I was green. Because they think I was always talking to another boy. I was always in a boy's face. But it's like, they will talk to me first. I would not go up to them unless I actually had to ask them something, or that was my friend. But they would always see me flirting, trying to do all that, thinking I was trying to be like, get at them. No. I don't want every single boy at that school. And let me go back to the popular thing. Yeah. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all gotta understand that being popular, this is not euphoria, none of that. You don't have to be popular. This is not euphoria. This is not no euphoria like, oh, she popular. Oh, I'm finna take her spot. I'm finna be queen bee. No. Just be natural with it. Everybody gonna like you, but in all schools there is popular people, but it's not how shows and stuff make it be. It's just people who everybody know at that school, everybody be talking to. It's always gonna be that one crew that y'all see, everybody know, everybody follow on Instagram, the whole school be talking about, you know, just go, just chill with it. You gonna be properly, if you just gotta make connections. That's what I'm saying. If you want to be popular so bad, don't do it in no clout chasing way and attention seeking way. Just try to be cool with everybody. Try to be people's friends, talk to them, but don't do it in no like attention seeking way, like you desperate to be their friend. Just be nice to everybody. Give them something good to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Make a change, start a club or anything, or just do something that you know that's a good spirit, not no clout chasing or attention seeking ways. That's how you become popular. If you want to be popular and known by the school so bad, be on everybody's good side, do something good. Be that girl that everybody's like, oh yeah, she cool. Be that type of girl. Do something good. Do something cool if you want to be popular that bad. Like, and if you known for being nice, that's a good way to be popular. You know, for being nice. Oh, like she's very sweet. Like she's a very humble girl. You know what I'm saying. You also dressing Kurt Geiger. That's what all the other girls like you. I'm not saying that you gotta have designer to be cool, but if you got that Kurt Geiger on, if you put that shit on, like you got a cute little outfit on, can't nobody tell you nothing. Like you, that's another good way to be popular. You just dress nice. You gotta put it on. If you need help, there's a whole bunch of Instagram pages and TikTok pages dedicated for y'all. If y'all want to learn to put that shit on, but that's just another way to get popular. You just gotta be in the latest stuff. I'm not saying I agree that you don't have to be, but that's just what if you want to be popular so bad. Cause I know these little ninth graders, y'all be wanting to be popular so bad. Oh, and here's another thing that I wanted to add, bro. Don't be trying to fit in with, if you see a group of upperclassmen, people in a higher grade than you, don't try to be all in their business and try to hang with them and try to be cool with them, try to slide your way in their conversation. Like, don't do that. That's so annoying. That's gonna make nobody like you. Like, especially when drama starts happening and fights and stuff, they'll be like, she wanna hang with the older kids so bad. Like, she is such an attention seeker. Don't be one of them girls that's always messy. Do not be one of them girls that is always messy and caught up in stuff, because they're gonna be like, oh, that little freshman. No, don't do that. They're gonna think of you as that girl that always trying to be in drama and stuff. Like, that, just stop. Cause you not, like, that's not even your grade. Like, you trying to be, it's like, it making it seem like you trying to be in the mix so bad. That's not even your grade. So, try to hang around with people who is in your grade. Like, don't always try to be caught up with people older than you. Cause when drama and stuff happen, they're gonna be like, girl, looking at you crazy. Like, why you in their business? That's, a lot of people don't like that. Stay in your own grade business. Like, it's like you need to stop. Get out their business. Cause that's nothing to do with your grade. It's like it's just giving attention seeking. You want to be in something so bad. That's why when stuff happens, just stay with your own crowd. Like, if you want to hang with older people, like, you can go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. Like, if it's a natural thing, go ahead. But don't just try to be constantly in the mix with the older people and see what they up to. It just gives that you want attention. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, just like, don't do that. Like, chill out with that. What's another thing I want to say? It's so much stuff that I want to say. This video is starting to get long, but this is for 9th grade. I'm gonna do a 10th grade video soon. What's another thing that I wanted to say? Yeah, just you gotta be chill. Just come with a good mindset. Don't do all that attention seeking stuff, okay? I'm telling y'all got to chill when y'all 9th grade year. Y'all got to chill in your 9th grade year, okay? I'll also talk about boys too. Boys come and go. Don't be crying about these boys. Don't be crying about these boys, because they're gonna break your heart. I'm telling you. This is what I want y'all to do when you looking for a relationship as a 9th grader. Try to just date in your grade, because when you date somebody older than you, the heartbreak's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt worse. If you one of them girls that like older guys, don't. Because it's this girl, when I was in 9th grade, it was another girl in our grade. She was known for liking only older boys. And when something happened, she didn't end up getting exposed. But, like, they had caught her doing something, and they would just keep talking about her, like, because she had did something at school. They would just keep telling her, like, oh, she and she always talking to older guys, like, just, and they're gonna hurt you too. They only want you for certain things. They want to take advantage of you. Talk to somebody your own grade. But talk to somebody in your own grade, because it's gonna make the heartbreak less worse. And when you come looking for a boyfriend, don't even do that. Don't go to high school looking for a boyfriend. It's gonna come naturally. Don't come looking desperate for a boyfriend. You gotta just chill. Don't ask no boy out yourself. When you're in high school, you're gonna realize it's so many boys at that school. They're gonna end up coming to you first. This is not middle school. They're gonna talk to you first. So you gotta let it chill. Don't ever ask no boy out first in high school. You let them ask you out first. Don't ever ask no boy out first in high school. Just chill and let it come naturally. Like, don't come worried about no relationship. Like, don't think, oh, I want a boyfriend. Let me go look out and find one. No. Let it come naturally. If you really like somebody so bad, try to get to know him and y'all start a friendship first and start flirting, and then eventually see if he likes you back. Then maybe if it comes to the point where you need to ask him out, ask him out. But don't ask no boy out. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but just like to alleviate things, just you gotta go with the flow, okay? They're gonna end up asking you out themselves. But yeah, I'm not saying don't talk to nobody over you, but I'm telling you, don't talk to nobody or don't do nothing older with nobody. They gonna hurt you, they gonna talk about you, especially these football players. All they do is gossip. And it's worse when the football players gossip because they got group chats and stuff. And that's another thing I want to tell you. Everybody got a group chat at school. It's a group chat for everything. Every friend group, everybody got a group chat. Football players got a group chat, cheerleaders got a group chat, all of them got group chats. You don't want to end up in a group chat. So don't do none of attention stuff. Don't do none of that. Don't look for bad attention. Come up with a positive attitude. If you good person, nobody's gonna have nothing to say about you. If you make the right decisions, don't do nothing bad. Nobody's gonna have nothing to say about you because you're a sweet person. Who's gonna hate on somebody sweet unless they just jealous? Okay? Don't come up here and thinking going into high school is gonna be, oh, it's not no slap on the wrist. This is the real world. You're gonna get prepared. I'm telling y'all now because I've been through this. 9th grade and 10th grade. I'm finna go to 11th grade. Y'all have to understand that. This not no fashion show. This not all in this and that. This all girls care about. Everybody at that school do care about fashion and all that. At least at my school, they do care about all that. But you gotta put your mind in the right place. Okay? Be smart. And also try to be a teacher's pet too. I'm gonna end off with. Try to be a teacher's pet. Because teacher, like, always get your work. That's what I'm saying. You will have a lot of time to do things if you get your work done on time. And do work ahead of y'all. When you in class, rush to do your work. Rush to do it. Go home. When you get home, the first thing you need to do is your homework. That's what I do. You gotta rush to do all your work. Get all your work done in time. Even after you're done, do work ahead of time too. So it all adds up, and then the teacher's always talking about you like, oh, this, you gonna have time to do stuff, and the teacher might even let you go to another class. Just make sure you're on your teacher's good side. Don't come into high school disrespecting these teachers because they're actually sweet. They try their best. If there comes to a point where you need to put a teacher in their place, go ahead, but don't be one of the people that have an attitude with teachers who are working hard. It's already a teacher shortage. You don't want to be that girl that argues with the teacher. Just be a good student and constantly do your work and catch up and do your work. Like when I was in 9th grade, it was this teacher named Miss Freeman. She loved me to death, and everybody was so mad because she would always kiss up to me. And I would always kiss up to her because I would do her work on time before anybody else. I would do my work before everybody else. Like literally, I would be weeks ahead of work because I would go ahead and I would go home and I'll even be in my other classes doing her work. So, or even if you don't want to be a teacher's pet in every class, just pick your favorite class to be a teacher's pet in. If you always constantly doing your work, that is such a good look. So, especially whenever you get in trouble or something ends up happening, staff knows who you are, you're good. You get a slap on the wrist because they know, like, if you happen to slip up in high school, the best thing to do is be cool with the staff and teachers because they'll be like, okay, I know you a good student. I'll give you a pass. I don't want to call your parents or nothing like that whenever a big old situation happens. You get what I'm saying? Another thing I want to say, don't have staff know your name. Do not be like me. You do not want staff to know your name. When all the teachers and all the staff knows your name because you're so bad and you're so caught up in the mix, that's embarrassing. It's so embarrassing when all the teachers and all the staff know your name because of how bad you are. Do not have them know your name. Cause the point where you're that bad. Do not have them know your name. Please do not. Cause it's gonna be when you get in trouble for real, and it's like the teachers gotta ask, what's her name? Nevaeh. All the teachers know you, like it's no coming back. And then you might even end up getting kicked out of school. Don't get it to the point where the staff or even the principal knows your name by heart, your first and last name. Do not get to that point. Do not get to that point. But, yeah, that's all the tips that I have for y'all. I might do a part 2. Comment below if you have any, or comment below for any more tips and advice that y'all need. But this is for 9th grade. I'm going to do a 10th grade video.